YouTube. This is Vulcan. I'm Zach. Today is on the Mummy 2017 review. Um, my thoughts about it. No. The fact that we don't see really much what's going on. It's a teaser. There's a lot of quick going on. We see Tom Cruise. He says, "I saw her," and then we see the Mummy, and we see a glimpse of Russell Crowe. Okay, the reason why I say no is because I'm the fan of the earlier Brandon Fraser's The Mummies. I'm talking about The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, not the third Mummy. The reason why is because of the action, the drama, the intense, the music, the color, the settings, everything. The spectacular about it. The fact that it ties with more with the black and white mummy. What we see with this mummy, it looks like more modern. A little bit of apocalyptic, not like Mad Max apocalyptic, but more of X-Men Apocalypse. The kind of he wakes up and he starts mayhem, that kind of thing, and the fact that this is a remake, it kind of scares me. The fact that that means they're going to be redoing the werewolf, the Wolfman, and I'm a fan of the Wolfman. Yes, the black and white one is a classic, and it's awesome. But the one that's my most favorite is the 2009 Anthony Hopkins, the Wolfman. It follows, it, it it stays true to its original roots, but with twists, which I love. The fact that Mr. Talbot um, is the son of the father of Lawrence. His father is actually the wolf that bit him, and it's not like a regular wolf that bit him and made him into a werewolf like in the black and white one. They done I Mummy. I also heard that they're also remaking I Frankenstein. I'm sorry about that. You guys had to do something. I that they made I Frankenstein and that they're also remaking the Frankenstein. Now, before I go on to another, before I get into the next subject right here, the also reason why I like the 2009, the 2009, the Wolfman. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Is that when Lawrence transformed into the werewolf, he was in pain, and when he also was transforming, his fingers were doing like this weird thing. He was twitching. He looked, and he also was being in pain when he was transforming into the Wolfman. His teeth would pop out, then the wolf fangs would come out. Everything else, the graphics look phenomenal. Not a lot of people know this, but if you go to IMDb, Gene Simmons was the voice of the Howl of the Wolfman, which is phenomenal. And for those who don't know who Gene Simmons is the demon, the bass player of Kiss. Now moving on to the next thing. Okay, Luke. There's also a rumor going around, and they've been interviewing Luke Evans that he would come back to do a Dracula 2, and that they're doing all these classical monster films, and then ending up doing like this Avengers things. Now I looked into the IMDb. Russell Crowe is playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now it's okay. I'm not quite sure about his performance on this iconic character, but my favorite Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from An Extraordinary Gentleman. If you haven't seen it, I require I suggest you to watch it. It's based on an Alan Moore comic book. One of my favorites. So what we now about this 2017 Mummy. See, in the Brendan Fraser's mummies, the mummy was a male, and there was and then he had like this girlfriend mummy, kind of like a henchman, and in this 2017, the mummy is a female, but that's all we know. Now, don't get me wrong. The graphics with the four eyes things was pretty cool, but when she did like this, to me that wasn't the mummy. I mean, when I remember the mummy, it's from Brendan Fraser's Mummy, the first mummy, in the beginning of The Mummy Returns. He was corped. I mean, he was a crypt, and for him to look human again, he needed to feed off of souls, and which gave him muscle tissue, organs, skin, eyes, tongue, everything, and he still had his supernatural powers, and he was able to form water waves, sandstorms, able to control beetles that can go into your flesh and kill you. He was able to do everything. I mean, the guy that played the Mummy is the best bad guy. Not so much a good guy. Yeah, he played Darkman in Darkman 2 and Darkman 3, but he's better off a bad guy. He was my number one choice to play Lex Luthor in Dawn of Justice. Then it was Billy Zane. My third choice was Mark Strong. But we ended up getting Jesse Eisenberg. I really don't want to get on that topic. Well, that's my review on this. And just the other day, we had a scriber, and just yesterday we have another scriber, so that equals us 2. We're moving up. We're going slow. I mean, we're going up slowly, which we're eating one bite of the elephant at a time, which is what you want to do. And yeah, we got views on videos, and which is great. It means that people are watching my videos, and it makes me proud that I'm giving you guys my opinion to you guys, and I now have subscribers. Now, to you subscribers, you guys have a lot more coming to you, and I have a lot more to work on. And for the restoring your Batman and Wolverine mask, I have to get the stuff to do it, and then I will do a complete tutorial of me showing you guys how to do it, and then and then showing you guys the reveal. All right, and like I've been saying at the end of my videos, nerds are on top of the food chain. Peace, love.